Back, still hard facts, 92.3 Nigeria info. Suspended River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has denied allegations that he teleguided attacks on oil installations by suspected militant groups in the state. In a statement by his chief press secretary, Nelson Chukwudi, he said it was important to straighten the records. Recall that President Bola Tinubu, in his speech while declaring a state of emergency in Rivers, criticized the governor for doing nothing to prevent the attack on oil pipelines. But the suspended governor insisted the allegations are untrue, saying the attacks were ignited by comments of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, who during his media chat described the Ijaw as minorities. He also said that Ijaw leaders and groups had asked the FCT minister to apologize for his disparaging comments about the Ijaw, but their call fell on deaf ears. The suspended governor also denied claims that he did nothing to rebuild the bombed State House of Assembly after he ordered its demolition. The governor explained he acted on expert advice before demolition the complex, which was said to have integrity issues. Okay. So, Governor Sim Fubara has spoken, and he has spoken to defend his position. Was it important for him to clear the air? Yes, it was. Because you have heard that silence is consent. Whether people believe him or not, someone somewhere is going to quote his position. And it's important to clear the air because the accusation was by the president, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, the number one citizen of the country, is it chairman or secretary general? What's the number one position in ECOWAS? It'll come to me. President Tinubu is a lot of things, and when he says this is black, if you know it's not black, you really want to speak up. Because usually, in most parts of the world, the authority influence that the president wields is equated to law. So if the governor believes that he's not responsible for what the president accuses him of, he needs to speak. And that's why he's speaking. Because like I said earlier, silence is consent. Secondly, this is also an opportunity to tell Nigerians that he's very much active, he's okay. Because with his vacation of the government house, some said he ran away, others said they don't know his whereabouts. I think I saw some posts where they were like, where is Fubara? We don't know where he is, if anything happens to him. So this might also be another way of telling people, I'm doing just fine, wherever I am. But his position is he's not responsible for the explosion of those pipelines. He did not mastermind it. He did not sit by idly and watch as it happened. He had no part of it. As a matter of fact, it was caused by, an aggravation, I would say. That is the position of the governor of Rivers State. Now we have to address him as suspended governor. We're moving from that to the next headline, where another governor, the governor of Cross River State, is disowning the South-South governors on their emergency rule. The government of Cross River has distanced itself from the position of the South-South Governors Forum's rejection of the emergency rule in River State. The acting governor of the state, Dr. Peter Ode, said the government fully aligns itself with President Bola Tinubu's quest to bring peace and stability to the oil-rich state. In a statement by his chief press secretary, Fred Ekpong Ode, on Thursday, Ode said that Cross Rivers was not consulted before the forum came out with its position. NAN reports that the forum, through its chairperson, Governor Doye Diri of Bayelsa, issued a statement on Thursday stating that the opposition of the governors to the emergency rule. Diri had in a statement said the political situation in River State did not deteriorate to the point where an emergency rule was required. So Cross River is saying, yes, I know the South-South governors made a statement, but I'm not a part of it. I'm not consulted. A statement was simply put out. As far as I'm concerned, we support the emergency rule. Anything to bring about peace and stability, that's exactly where we are. But it raises a lot of questions as to, the solidarity. We know there's a Brace Commission. What are the issues that require the defense of the Brace governors? On what particular issues would a consensus be required? Will this be seen as a betrayal, considering that other governors are on board and this one says, no, I'm not? Those are questions that need to be answered. But Cross River has made its stance known. And calls 3 days after the explosion at the Trans Niger pipeline, the same one that's causing all these problems, After the pipeline was put out, large quantities of crude are still gushing from the affected facility. The TNP, a critical federal oil transport line, feeds crude oil to the Bonny Export Terminal in River State. A correspondent, Soibi Ruari, visited the site on the outskirts of Bodo in Gokana and reports that the containment efforts were yet to begin as of the time that the visit happened. I'm going to play what some community members said, but of course it's time for you to be a part of the conversation. And we have one more headline to go through. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-906-416. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Listen and engage. Please turn off your radio as you call. Simply Goodness on WhatsApp says, Sam, the sole administrator talks about restoring peace. I begin to wonder because as far as I'm concerned, we are not in a war-torn state. When I move around the city, all I see is people doing their business and cashing out. Finally, it's a good thing that the suspended governor came out to clear the air because it was necessary. Simply Goodness says. Good afternoon, Oracle. If the suspended governor is denying teleguiding militants to blow up the pipeline, why didn't he come out openly to deny them? When those militant groups came out openly to issue threats in solidarity with the governor. Why did he keep quiet in the midst of all the threats and inflammatory comments made by the INC, the IYW, and other of his supporters? He may be innocent, but his body language was loud as to prove his consent or knowledge of those threats and inflammatory statements. Emmanuel Godwin says, okay, Emmanuel. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
Hello. Okay, call back if you can. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Gift calling from Yenegoa.
Go ahead.
My happiness today
is what? Okay. We'll find out shortly. Sunday says, good afternoon, Sam. Sole administrator talking about coming to maintain or restore law and order. One may want to ask, was there any breakdown of law and order that's requiring restoration of law and order? Sam, honestly, we are not kids. Rather, are we unaware of the federal might geared towards taking over River State by the APC federal government? Pastor Sunday in Rumibu is asking. Dixon from Ahoda West. Hello, Dixon.
Yeah. This afternoon. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Yeah. My name is Comrade Dixon Israel Igbo from Ahoda West.
Okay.
My brother, about the issue of vandalization of pipeline, I hope that Fubara, that man is a very quiet man. He will never can't believe that. That man is a very good man. No matter anything that happens, that man cannot go and vandalize any pipeline. So I'm now appealing to people, they should take it kindly to ensure that River State is going in order. River State should go in order. I know what has happened has already happened, but we should take it kindly. Thank you. I remain Israel.
Okay, thank you very much. Joseph from LMA. Hello, Joseph.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let me go straight to the point.
It's always good that way.
Looking at the sole administrator promising and ensuring us of restoring peace. My own take, the way I look at it, I do not think that his mission here is solely on restoring peace in the state. His mission is to restore the structure of FCT minister. And as soon as that is done, they will now say that the governor should come and take over, which I think the governor would not take over, will not accept, because he will be just there and they will be controlling him. So to me, it is not for the purpose of peace in River State. It is the purpose of structure. That is my own take.
Okay. Thank you, Joseph. So he says it's for the restoration of structure and not law and order. That's interesting. God's Power from Rumudara. Hello, God's Power.
Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Ayiba Power.
All right.
Sam, I love the part in your intro when you said that silence is consent. Sam, if the governor, the suspended governor, had, made a statewide broadcast on the very morning that that incident happened in Bodogukana, it would have been better. It would have saved River State from the rule of emergency. If Governor Sim has denied those people that were on video threatening fire and brimstone on River State, it would have saved this state from this state of emergency. Sam, let me tell you, it is better to face reality than to pretend in this life. Governor Sim, that we all know, is a man that the moment he doesn't like a thing, he will say it and he will come up to debunk it. Why didn't he debunk that statement from those people that went on air, made a video, and was threatening fire on the state and Nigeria? We should be sincere in this country. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Bernard from Rumosi. Hello, Bernard.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Governor has come to make a broadcast that he's not aware of what happened in the pipeline, that he is not the one who sent them.
Yeah.
Actually, Governor might not send them to go and do it. But one of the people who have been threatening the state that they will burn pipeline, they will do this, they will keep us and they will block everywhere on his behalf. He never said, no, don't do this for me. I'm not part of it. He keep here, he keep that here, and people have been threatening. Now, he have had the job people to go and burn pipeline, which means he have something that it is his job people that burn the pipeline because of his sake. So what are we talking about? Why are we not saying the truth? That people who have taken this matter before, I will say, I will do. I'm not happy since the flag have died. Have you been hearing of Saraiba since then? Saraiba have not been talking. Anglican, they have not been talking. These are the people that see Fubara not to obey the decision of Tinubu. They have started and then they will bring other news. So what I'm saying, Fubara never said anything for me. He never said that we did it. So
Okay.
Let me stop here.
Thank you very much. I think I need to be certain. I heard there was something in our news where Anab Saraiwe made some comments. And I'm responding to you saying that he has said nothing. I know that I saw something along those lines, but I need to be certain. Innocent from Port Hackett. Hello, Innocent.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Innocent. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Go ahead.
Yeah, all of us, we are in this state. And we're not as happening. We are not babies in this state. If anybody tells you that this and that, we all know the reality of the issue. Everything is politics, and we know. And we know those who are the architects of what is happening. My point is, if look at the assembly, how they voted, the National Assembly. I think we are told that it will be two-thirds of majority. We are able to see the number of people. Some of us are mathematicians. We know the number 108 and is it 300 and something. What is the figure that actually formed that two-thirds? Did they tell us? So what am I trying to say? I'm saying that everything is just something that has been calculated. Tim has not done anything. All the Trump charges against him, we all know. We are fully on ground. We know who is masterminding everything that is happening in the state. Yes. Emergency rule in Port Harcourt, yes. No, we all do in this state.
All right.
Hello?
Yes, I'm listening. Thank you very much. Mufasa from D-Line. Hello, Mufasa.
Yeah, hi, Sam. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sorry.
Yeah, for me, the PAG who alleges should come out and prove, we all know that to a large extent, this is of provocation. To begin to delegate people to bomb oil facility. Now, Sam, in the north, we are aware of bandit kingpin who go as far as being turbaned, being given chieftaincy recognition. And I'm not aware of any time that the president of this country has said that it is the governor of those states that is asking those bandit kingpin to begin to kidnap Nigerians and take the bushes and all of those things. We know where all of these things coming from. The governor said he cannot do that. He feel you prove massive area. For the flow and order. The flow and order is currently as nobody has the case. So, like you said, what do we call law order? Even Harvard is not law and order. What law and order actually is.
Well, sir,
the president asks somebody to come and kill them.
I would add, are you privy to the intelligence the president has? Are you?
No, I'm not.
Exactly. So if we see what he saw, maybe we will say what he said. Since we cannot see it.
I hope what he's seeing